very much for the inspiring presentations. And we thought maybe just before we open the question and answer to the audience, maybe just follow-up questions. Let me start with Tom. Given that, based on the water management solutions presentation you made, given that COMESA faces frequent drought and unpredictable weather, how can your technology or your technologies support climate-smart agriculture and food security?
Can you hear me? Yeah. Thank you very much for a good question. This is exactly the question was asked 1 year ago to me. And water has several sources. So if we can't take the water from the river or from the lake, then there is the groundwater. But we only take groundwater from self-replenishing water holes, so like a water well. It can be only 35 meters deep. Because if it's deeper than 35 meters, it will not replenish. So then there is if we don't have much water, and it is, for example, a hilly area, we can harvest the rainwater from the hill, channel it through the valley. In the valley we create a pond, a water storage, a reservoir, and this pond has a floater, just like your toilet. And so when the pond is full, we stop the flow of water, and what is overflowing, we put back into the well. And vice versa, when the pond is going down, the water level, to a critical level, then we take water from that same well to put back into the pond. If water is even more scarce, we can also harvest water, we call it grey water, from the wastewater treatment plant, and use that for fertilizing and for irrigating the crop. And then if the soil or the water from the ground is really salty, we can purify it with reverse osmosis. The one thing is that when we purify it with reverse osmosis, we get a purity of 99.8%, which means the water is not suitable as irrigation water because it has no nutrients anymore. So what we do then is put a fertigation system, so we can put like 5 different nutrients on a bypass line to the irrigation of the crop. It's a long answer for a short question.
Indeed, it is. And due to time, let me just move on to Wilco. Your presentation on the LED grow lights. So what opportunities exist for knowledge transfer and local manufacturing partnerships with COMESA countries in order to reduce dependency on imports of agriculture technologies?
Yeah, thank you for this question. I think I give already a short answer in my presentation about this question. What is looking for LED lighting here is that you want to expand the day. And what I can offer and what LED can do is for a very cheap energy price, you can give more light. In case of that you buy from one shop a traditional lamp and then you start lighting with that costs mostly double energy price. And the energy is very expensive here. Maybe not expensive, but there's less of energy available in most places. That's why you work with solar panels. In case when you start with LED, then you have the option to give a lot of light for a cheap price. And then you can make seedlings, you can make the day longer, you can then do a lot of things with the light.
Thank you. That would be a lot of interest because that's basically what all the farmers mainly do. I mean, even if we're not small-scale farmers, but as a side business at home, people will have, rearing chicken and all that. So that would be interesting to actually have those cost-effective technologies to be used for such activities.
Yeah, and it's easy to use. It can fix in every traditional connector.
Okay, we'll talk about that, I'm sure. And Johan, many smallholder farmers in COMESA region practice pesticide-free farming, but lack certification. So how do you think Ithaca Organic Company, your business, can support maybe in terms of capacity building and certification to help them access the premium markets?
Well, there's only one Ithaca organic, and there's a whole lot of growers. So I would really suggest looking for synergy with your customers. You know, in the past, I have sponsored growers when they were, you know, when they had liquidity issues with financing their crop or their seeds at the start of the process, or also not being able to pay easily for the certification. Engage with your customer. You know, if you want to have a long-term relationship, why would they not be willing to help you out? And the investment the customer is making, obviously it's not going to be for free. You can, you know, reduce that later on when the crop is harvested and when it's coming into your warehouse in the EU or which market it may be, you know, reduce it from the kilo price. And if you've got enough crop, enough kilos, it's an easy way to, you know, a small grower, he doesn't have to finance his own business. His stronger financial partner is willing to do so. If it's a trusting partner, you know, where there's a mutual trust and understanding.
Okay, thank you so much. And we'll definitely make use of the links that you shared, I think, for follow-up, you know, questions and information from you. And lastly, Peter, how can PALM's model of expert support and SME empowerment be a replica in COMESA to strengthen agribusiness ecosystems and youth employment? And maybe we can even add in that how we also is, you know, extend that to women.
Yeah. Yeah, it is in fact one of the strategies that PUM has chosen to really focus on projects that contribute to a better economy, better ecology, but also social aspects are very important. And we also look very much to, let's say, the position of women in a company or whatever organization to make sure that they are treated in, let's say, the way they should be treated. Mm-hmm. And so if we come across things that are violating our beliefs and norms of value, then we just don't do it.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for that.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think that's the end of our session today. Thank you so much, panelists. We really appreciate your time and your presentations. You highlighted how innovation, you know, technology, certification, supports to SME empowerment can help COMESA SMEs and farmers to build resilient, sustainable, and competitive horticulture value chains, while at the same time, you know, engaging and strengthening the linkages, market access between COMESA and the EU region. So thank you very much for your time, and now I hand over back to the Master of Ceremony. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Please don't move away. Just stand right there, and we may need to take some photos. And I think I would want the lady in the middle. Can I have the lady in the middle? That's a bright, nice sandwich over there. So let's have a great picture. Perfect. Excellent. How do you say thank you in Dutch? Dank je wel. Dank je. Asante.